Understanding the Finance Act 2025, Part 2, Implications for SMEs and the Digital Economy. Good morning and welcome back. In our last discussion, we tackled a crucial question. How does the Finance Act 2025 affect me as an individual or employee? And the key takeaway was this: the impact is not one size fits all. It depends profoundly on who you are and what you do. Today, we're expanding that lens. We're moving from the individual to the ecosystem, to the engines of innovation and the backbone of our economy. This is Part 2. What the Finance Act 2025 means for small businesses and the digital economy. The Finance Act 2025 casts a wide net. Its clear ambition is to formalize, nurture, and modernize the vibrant, thus often informal sectors of our economy. Let's break down what this means for our small and medium-sized enterprises. The Act sends a dual signal. It offers simplification, but with a firm expectation of compliance. First, clarity on compliance. The Act streamlines definitions and thresholds for taxes like the turnover tax. The goal: to reduce the ambiguity that has kept many small businesses operating in the shadows. The government's message is clearer now. The rules are simpler. It's time to step into the light and formalize. Second, watch for incentives. While the core law sets the structure, it creates a framework for potential incentives. Startups and businesses in pioneer industries should stay alert for forthcoming guidelines that could offer tax holidays or reduced rates. The opportunity may be coming, but you have to be positioned and registered to seize it. And third, mind the operational tweaks. SMEs must pay very close attention to the nuances in VAT compliance and changes to withholding tax categories. These aren't just technicalities. They directly impact your daily cash flow and administrative burden. Getting them wrong is costly. Getting them right is a competitive advantage. The digital and GIG economy. This is where the Act truly brings our tax code into the 21st century. It provides the first definitive framework for taxing the new economy. Digital assets are now in focus. The Act clarifies the tax treatment of transactions in cryptocurrencies and digital tokens. Simply put, they are now firmly within the taxable orbit, most likely under capital gains tax. If you trade or invest, you need to account for this. Leveling the playing field. Following global trends, the Act strengthens the rules for taxing non-resident tech companies under the Significant Economic Presence (SAP) rule. This means large foreign companies, think streaming services, SaaS platforms, and digital marketplaces earning income from Nigeria will have a clearer obligation to remit taxes. This isn't just about revenue, it's about fairness for local firms. Formalizing the gig worker. For freelancers, content creators, ride-hail drivers, and platform workers, the Act's emphasis on documenting all income is a push toward formalization. Yes, these may increase the tax burden for some, but it also opens the door to structured benefits like pension deductions and access to credit that were once largely reserved for traditional employees. Navigating the change, strategy over fear. So what does all this mean in practice? The Finance Act Obudi 25 is more than a list of tax changes. It's a blueprint for a new fiscal contract in Nigeria. It balances the need for government revenue with the principles of equity and growth. For the individual, the message remains: engage, understand, and formalize your records. What was once optional documentation is now key. For businesses, especially SMEs and digital ventures, the era of operating entirely in the shadows is closing. The Act is a call to formalize and strategize. The path forward involves 3 steps. 1. Understand your new obligations. 2. Leverage any available incentives. 3. Factor tax efficiency into your business model from the very beginning. The question, will I pay more, will always be, it depends. But a far more powerful question to ask now is, how do I navigate this new system intelligently? That journey begins with education, which is what you're doing right now. And that must continue with professional consultation for your specific situation. To make this all concrete, in our next and final video of this series, we'll put these rules into action. We'll walk through detailed case studies from a junior civil servant and a mid-level banker to a thriving tech freelancer and a small manufacturing business to see the real, numeric impact of this act. Coming next, Part 3, Case Studies and Real-World Impact. Thank you for your time. Please share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. What specific scenarios would you like us to explore in our case studies? Remember, this is general information. Always seek personalized advice for your unique journey ahead.